With St. Patrick's Day coming up, we have prepared 7 best of the best, pot of gold-worthy St. Patty's Day recipes for everyone to celebrate with. Pick one to enjoy, or make them all for a truly festive and filling celebration. Irish soda bread. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and grease a baking sheet with cooking spray. In a bowl, sift together the all-purpose flour, bread flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and granulated sugar. Add in the unsalted butter and knead until incorporated. Then, make a well in the center and add the milk, apple cider vinegar, and raisins. Fold until evenly incorporated. Set aside. Now dust the working area with flour and place the dough. Dust the dough with flour, then knead for roughly 4 to 5 minutes. Divide it into 2 and shape into balls. Place them on the greased baking sheet and bake for 15 minutes. Then, increase the heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and continue baking for another 15 minutes until golden brown. Serve with strawberry jam. Irish fish and chips. In a mixing bowl, prepare the batter by combining the rice flour, all-purpose flour, paprika, and beer. Whisk until smooth. Cover and chill the batter for at least 2 hours, better if overnight. When ready, preheat the vegetable oil in a deep skillet. Into a bowl, prepare a dredging station by adding some all-purpose flour. Season it with salt and ground black pepper, then whisk to combine. Dredge the grouper fillets in the seasoned flour, then pat until all the excess flour has fallen off. Dip into the prepared batter and allow the excess batter to drain off. Deep fry for about 4 to 5 minutes, turning once after 3 minutes. Then, drain onto a plate lined with paper towels. Serve immediately with ranch dressing and ketchup alongside potato fries and garnished with chopped parsley. Crock-pot ribs and cabbage. In a dry white skillet over medium heat, sauté the bacon rashers, then set aside. In the same skillet, add some vegetable oil as necessary. Meanwhile, place the spare ribs on a baking sheet, then season with salt and ground black pepper. Toss to coat. Sear the spare ribs over medium heat until brown on one side. Remove from the heat and still into the same skillet, add the apple cider vinegar, apple juice, and brown sugar. Heat until just boiling, then set aside. Into a mixing bowl, add the red cabbage, bacon, Granny Smith apples, and yellow onions. Toss to combine. Now transfer the spare ribs into a crock-pot, then add the cabbage mixture. Pour in the sauce, then cover and cook over low heat for 5 to 6 hours. Season with salt and ground black pepper to taste, then toss to combine. Serve with applesauce, garnished with spring onions. Potato Colcannon. In a medium pot, submerge the potatoes in water, then add the salt. Bring to a boil, then reduce the heat to simmer for 40 minutes until the potatoes are tender. Drain the water, then mash the potatoes while still warm. Set aside. In a medium skillet, melt the unsalted butter, then add in the kale and sauté briefly. Add in the green onions, then sauté for 5 minutes until wilted. Add in the milk, bring to a simmer, then pour the mixture into the mashed potatoes. Add the bacon bits, season with salt and ground white pepper, then fold until evenly incorporated. Serve it warm with unsalted butter on top. Classic Reuben on pumpernickel. Make the Thousand Island dressing by adding the mayonnaise, ketchup, lemon juice, pickle relish, and Worcestershire sauce in a bowl. Mix to combine. Season with salt and ground black pepper to taste and adjust accordingly. With the pumpernickel bread, assemble the sandwich by spreading roughly 1 tablespoon of the dressing on each slice. Place roughly 2 ounces of deli-style corned beef slices on top of the bottom bread slice, followed by 2 slices of Swiss cheese and 1/4 cup of the sauerkraut. Top and cover with the other bread slice and brush some unsalted butter on top. Cook the sandwich onto the skillet, butter side down, for 3 to 4 minutes until crisp on the outside. Brush some unsalted butter on the other side, then flip and cook until the cheese has melted and the other slice is crisp on the outside as well. Serve with potato chips and dill pickles. Easy shepherd's pie with garlic romano potatoes. Start by preheating the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. In a skillet, add the unsalted butter and melt, then add the ground beef and saute briefly over medium heat. Drain any excess oil, then add in the yellow onions, dried rosemary, dried oregano, and dried basil. Saute until the beef becomes evenly brown. Then, add the tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, and mix the vegetables. Cook and stir until the vegetables are heated through. Transfer it into a lightly greased 10-inch baking casserole and flatten the top. In a sauce pot, add the unsalted butter and garlic, then stir to combine. Pour in the milk, then let it simmer until the butter has melted. Pour the mixture to the mashed potatoes and fold until evenly incorporated. Add in the Romano cheese, then fold once more until evenly incorporated. Season with salt and ground black pepper, then top the beef and vegetables with it. You may use a piping bag with your preferred nozzle. Then, bake it for 30 minutes. Turn the oven to broil and continue cooking for 3 minutes until the potatoes become golden brown. Allow it to cool down briefly before serving, garnished with chopped parsley. Pineapple cottage cheese jello salad. In a bowl, strain the can of pineapple to separate the juice. Set aside. In a pot over heat, add the water and bring it to a boil. Add the lime gelatin, then whisk to dissolve. Add in the pineapple juice and whisk occasionally. Add in the mayonnaise and evaporated milk, then whisk until smooth and thoroughly mixed. Remove from the heat, then add in the crushed pineapples, cottage cheese, chopped celery, and chopped pecan nuts. Mix to combine. Transfer to a deep baking dish and spread evenly before covering with a cling film. Refrigerate for at least 4 hours or overnight before serving. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to catch more easy and tasty dishes to try at home.